if the prices of coffee are getting higher and higher every time, what will happen with the people that only want the caffeine shot to stay awake for working or studying long hours?
Hi, and welcome back to Coffee in a Beanshell, the tiny and very acid video podcast about coffee. Today we are gonna do a very interesting episode, very provocative, let's say, episode. It was a long discussion with one of our coffee friend and coffee trainer, Andrea Onelli, and this is episode 15, Coffee is a Luxury Good.
Yeah, actually for this episode we are going to talk from a different perspective. This means no romanticism at all. I mean, coffee is not how we usually see it in our ideal world.
Yeah, it has been the engine of the society. Most of the market is not willing to pay more for coffee, in part because for the standard idea of what coffee is, and they cannot look beyond that. So the three reasons why we think coffee could be, will be, or is a luxury good.
Yeah, well, the first one is climate change.
Definitely climate change.
And we have seen this in different products, but especially in coffee. I mean, for example, in Colombia, we were talking with producers who used to tell us that some years ago, for a coffee to be considered highly grown, it has to be cultivated at 14 or 1500 meters. And right now, it's different. It has to be above 17 or 1800s to be considered a highly grown coffee. Another example we also saw in Colombia was La Niña, which is an atmospheric and oceanic phenomenon where temperatures get lower and it rains a lot. So for example, in Quindío, it has been raining for the last 2 years and the production has decreased.
Yeah, I think another big proof is Brazil. The loss of production, we are talking about 30% of the production due to snow, is another big proof of this climate change situation. So the second reason why we think coffee will be a luxury good is, of course, the social economic crisis. Prices are rising up all over the world for so many reasons. One of these, for example, is the increasing cost of logistic services. We are talking about 7 times more in containers via sea, higher prices for fertilizers, and we still don't know what is gonna be. We are just understanding now what is gonna be with the Russia-Ukrainian crisis. So this is a very, very focal point for the next 5, 10, 20 years.
And the final reason why we think coffee will be a luxury good is caffeine substitutes. I mean, this is not something new, but if the prices of coffee are getting higher and higher every time, what will happen with the people that only want the caffeine shot to stay awake for working or studying long hours? I mean, they are not passionate about coffee and they can easily choose a more convenient caffeine product.
Yeah, those energy drinks are not new in the market. If you need to drive during the night, a lot of people is taking one of these energy drinks, and that's in the future could be revolutionate a bit the market of coffee, depending by the price of coffee. So we will see what it's gonna be in the next 5, 10, 20 years. So thank you so much for listening, and follow us in the social platform that you have, SANTAROMERO Coffee. And remember that coffee is a fruit and has a long travel to get to your cup.